Kyrie Jesu Domine, dona eis requiem.
Good morning and blessed third Sunday of Advent, Gaudete Sunday. So this is a nice Sunday when you all go to church and get to see your pastors wearing their rose vestments, which often look rather pink instead. It looks more like pink carnation to me rather than rose. In my mind, rose would be somewhere between pink and red. But I'm being just a picky snit, so what's it matter? But today's Sunday really focuses on joy. That we are rejoicing that God is coming to us. And earlier in the week, I talked about Christmas joy, and a lot of people find it evasive. They suffer with issues of depression, anxiety, isolation, stress, various things going on in life that just make it difficult to know any happiness at Christmas time. And we know the two things are related, happiness and joy. And in many ways, they're difficult to separate and distinguish, because they are related. There's overlap between happiness and joy. The thing I always have come back to over the years is that happiness depends on happenings. Joy depends on awareness. So we're happy regarding our happenings in our life. The good things that are happening in our life make us happy. The bad things in our life that are occurring, happening, take away our happiness. But joy, who can often accompany happiness and ultimately surpasses it, comes from awareness of who we are before God. And who we are before God is beloved sons and daughters, always, forever. And here's the sad thing, a little caveat on hell. Going to hell is forfeiting that, who God saw you to be eternally, and a rejection of it. And God gives us a lifetime to try to become aware of that, to be grateful for it, to have this completely unmerited gift given to us. Not only the unmerited gift of life, which is the biggest unmerited gift in our life, but the unmerited gift of redemption and the beginning of faith. And the prayers in the Missal throughout Advent talk about no merit of our own. And that's talking about in terms of redemption and everything. A little coffee. Thank you to Deborah for that cup, the little Hey Padre cup with the wording on it. Pretty nice. Keep it down here in the office. But anyway, that's, God has created us forever to be his sons and daughters. Every human being is his beloved son and daughter. And then the key for us baptized is that we want to grow in that. We are trying to make a small return to God. We can never merit redemption on our own, but we can, by cooperation with grace, merit sanctification. And we got to be aware of that. God calls us to grow in holiness. It's not just acknowledge the truth, it is be changed by the truth. And that's what you and I are striving for. We have a lifetime of conversion. And the more we grow in it, the more filled with joy we will be, and also the more aware of our sinfulness we will be. I mean, that's, again, I've talked about this a few times over the years on these podcasts. That's a great paradox of the saints. They know their own sinfulness and are terribly distressed about it. Very sad. You get somebody like St. Francis of Assisi who had profound joy in his waking hours and his public life. And in private, he spent a lot of time in prayer and sorrow, in weeping for his sins, in realizing what his actions had cost Jesus Christ. I suspect for many of us, we won't get to do that till the moment of judgment. For Protestants, I believe that happens at judgment. They go on to redemption. They're sorry and it's done. For Catholics, we believe in purgatory, which in some way gives us the opportunity to experience true contrition for our sins, become aware of the weight of our disregard for our loving Creator, Redeemer, and Sanctifier, that that the actions of the Holy Trinity we were often numb to, and we're given opportunity to wake up to. So joy. Jesus wants his joy to be in our hearts and our joy to be complete. And there is the crickets. Anyway, I hope you all have a happy Sunday and a joyful one. And always ask God to cultivate that joy. Live really in the grace of God and in his knowledge and awareness. Peace.